We write songs about movies, and this week, we've written songs about Mean Creek. Like, comment, subscribe, and push that bell icon into the river. This is the Royds Review Podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again, and we've written songs about Mean Creek. This is a request by Dave in Spotify comments. Thank you, Dave. We're finally getting to it. He requested this back in, I think, September.
Damn.
So, our bad. We're sorry. But thank you, Dave. And, hey, Andy.
Hey. Thank you, Dave. Honestly, thank you for requesting this just, as a listener. We appreciate, but also thank you for requesting this movie because I enjoyed it.
This was excellent.
Yeah.
This I had to put up there with Basket Case as most pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's Basket Case.
My bad, dude. My bad. Also, I forgot to do. This week, we've written songs about Mean Creek. Andy, you are a geek.
Okay. Yeah.
I also could have said you're part Greek.
I am part Greek.
I had not seen Mean Creek before this.
Neither have I, but it was on my radar. I knew about it because of the meme where it's the part where Josh Peck's character just like rips into everybody, and he's calling Clyde. He's like, "Shut up, Clyde! You F slur, F slur, F slur." And the caption on the meme says, "Josh, the line was shut up, Clyde." So I was like, "What the hell movie is this?" And I looked it up. I was like, "Oh, I got to check that out one day." And now I had to, and I'm glad I did.
Same here. I had never heard of this. I had never seen that meme. I knew absolutely nothing about this movie. And I'm surprised I knew nothing about this movie because I was 15 in 2004. And I watched Drake and Josh, so I was familiar with Josh Peck.
Yeah, I watched Drake and Josh too. It's a good show.
It is a good show. This movie, where did you watch this?
I watched it on Apple.
Okay, I watched this on Canopy, support your local libraries. What logo did you get at the beginning of this movie? Did you get like a Paramount Classics logo?
I couldn't tell you.
Gotta watch, Andy. Gotta pay attention.
I don't pay attention to logos, I'm sorry.
It was this weird Paramount Classics with like a door, and then behind the door was the mountain. And I was like, never seen this before. Very weird that this is the first time I've seen Paramount Classics on a movie that I'm older than.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing can be a classic if it's younger than me. Those are my rules.
Those rules.
These credits are really cool. I like it's just the body of water. I just assumed it was a creek. And the credits are just kind of floating by.
Yeah. Real indie vibes.
The movie opens up with George. This is Josh Peck. He's filming himself playing basketball. Hilarious that he's bad. He doesn't make a single shot that we see.
No. He is not messing around about this camera.
No, I think this is a smart way to open this movie, though, is we see Sam. This is Rory Culkin. He starts messing with George's camera, and George immediately messes him up.
Yeah, which leads me to a question. Why were you messing with his camera?
That's the point. And we hear George say, "What have I told you about messing with my camera?"
Like, what are you doing?
So it does
weird.
this.
He just walks up to it. He's looking at it like, what are you doing?
Well, right away the movie establishes that these kids mess with George.
Yeah. That's the whole thing is like, we're all bullies. You know?
Right. And like, there's this thing where you get these kids where none of them see any fault in what they do because they're children.
Right.
So with Sam messing with his camera and getting messed up about it, yeah, is it an overreaction? Yeah, but you also get the impression that this kid George has dealt with this for a while.
Yeah, and they established that he's been left back. They established that he's lonely. Like, you see him at lunch, he's sitting alone, just looking around. Yeah, like, they're like, most bullies aren't like, that's not their entire personality, you know? Like,
yeah,
he's a guy.
Sam ices his eye, and then his older brother Rocky lights a cigarette indoors. It's like, you guys are teenagers. My parents would have killed me.
Yeah, and you know what this movie does for a very long time? It doesn't show any adults for, like, almost all the movie.
I think that's smart.
I think it's a good touch. It's like, this is their world. This is how they're experiencing everything. It's good.
The only adult we see for, like, at first is just George's mom when he's, like, filming.
Yeah, and she doesn't even say anything. She's just riding her bike.
Yeah, it is. He's like, she works out every day.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you not film your mom exercising, dude?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, he's a weird guy.
Sam and Millie, they talk about George. They don't understand why the teachers don't do anything. And Millie's like, hey, if you could wish him dead right now, would you do it? He's like, absolutely. It also does establish George is a couple years older.
He is, yeah.
You know, because isn't George supposed to be a year younger than Rocky and the other older kids? Rocky, Marty, and Clyde?
I thought he was the same age as Clyde.
No, because he references later on, he says, hey, Clyde, remember when I was in 3rd grade and you were in 4th? And I hit you over the head with that thing? I think I have that right. I may have the years, but he's not the same age. I think he's like Rocky and Clyde and Marty are like, this is how I'm understanding it. They're like seniors or juniors.
Yeah.
George should be a senior or junior, but he's in 8th grade.
Right.
And I guess Sam and Millie, they seem younger. They seem even younger than 8. They don't seem 13 years old.
But
I guess they are.
Because they said they're gonna graduate, right? They're moving.
Okay,
on.
so they must be 8th grade also. All right.
Are they 8th grade? I was thinking 5th grade because they look so young.
No, listen. There are a lot of
grade.
things in this movie where I'm going, you can't do that. You know, even if you're 17 or 16, you know not to do that with a 13-year-old. I can't imagine them giving that to a 10-year-old, a beer, and they're no. I'm saying that's definitely yeah. They're 8th graders. I think. What I'm understanding is I think George, Sam, and Millie are all in 8th grade together, and Rocky, Marty, and Clyde are either junior or seniors.
Yeah.
And George should be a year below them.
Got it.
They don't really. I think they do mention the years a little bit in this movie, but it doesn't really matter all that much.
Right. Because you see that they're all kind of like they see each other as equals, like throughout the movie, essentially. Like, there's not really like a hierarchy. There is at first, but then like as the movie plays out, see all that kind of washes away, and it's this is the most realistic portrayal of kids around this age that I've seen, like, put to film ever.
It really, especially because like you and I were around these boys' age when this was out.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is what we did.
Yeah, and especially in a small town, like, this is stuff you do. Yeah.
Like, if I was 15 and someone in my friend group made a gay joke, and then another friend said, you're projecting, that kid who said that was getting punched in the arm.
Yeah.
That was going to happen. Sam and Rocky, his older brother, share a piece of already chewed gum. That's weird. I don't care that your brothers.
That was yucky.
Nah, I wasn't doing that with my brother. That's weird.
I was doing it with your brother.
That's weird.
Also, Rocky is previous episode, the kid from Jurassic Park 3.
He is. He was also in The Patriot. He was young Mel Gibson in The Patriot. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. I was looking up his filmography because the only people I recognized in this were Rory Culkin and Josh Peck. And then Laura pointed out that he was from Jurassic Park 3, the kid who collected the T-Rex piss.
Yeah.
And it was like, you don't want to know how I got this. No, I want to know how the child was able to get... Yeah. That's the urine of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I would very much like to know how you...
Yeah, how did you do that? Also, the guy who plays Marty, he's from Eurotrip.
Sam and Rocky, they plan their revenge on George, and right away we do see the kind of person Sam is when he says that if they hurt George, they're just as bad as George.
Yeah. He's got some reason.
Some teens smoke and drink, and they talk about their plan to get back at George. They tease Clyde because he has gay dads, and they're just throwing that F-slur out. Listen, in 2004, if my buddy had gay dads, I wasn't calling in the F-slur.
Yeah, I mean...
I was being a little kinder to my friend.
Right. And that's, like, immediately you see that, like, all these kids are just, like kids are mean.
Oh, yeah, they're brutal.
So, like, it's just showing, like, that there's just a cycle of bullying. Like, everybody's just, like, mean to each other because somebody else is mean to them.
Sam's older brother, Rocky, calls George and invites him to a party for Sam. It's on a boat, and they ask George not to tell too many people. Right away... That's a red flag, man. Oh, you're inviting me to a birthday party, but I'm not allowed to tell too many people? Yeah, I'm not... I don't know, man. This kid is stupid.
Well, it's also, like, he's lonely, so he's just gonna grab it, and he's like, oh, boy, friends, you know? It's unimaginably cruel, honestly. Like, as soon as this happened, I was like, that's the thing. Like, this movie, the tension is so high for so long. And, like, honestly, the acting is beyond most movies. It's so good. These kids
Rory
are excellent.
Culkin is incredible. Rory Culkin, in particular, and Carly Schroeder, the girl who plays Millie, are incredible in this movie.
Honestly, I thought every single person was bringing their A game. I like, everybody was crushing it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just think, to me, they were the standouts.
Yeah, well, they're kind of like the main.
Yeah. We got to Marty. He's playing with a gun. He's shooting at a glass bottle. And kiss my ass, Mrs. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. I was like, get this kid on a list.
Yeah. So, this whole scene, you know, his brother comes out.
Yeah, Kyle.
He's like, what are you doing with my gun? But, like, then, you know, he abuses Marty, and you see, oh, okay, this is the cycle. Yep.
I would argue, an older brother doing that when the younger brother took his gun without permission is not abuse. It is a fair response. I do think this brother is abusive, but I don't know, man.
It's the way he does. He's like, come here.
Yeah.
He humiliates him. Like,
yes,
there's disciplinary, and then there's like a humiliation ritual, and that was humiliation, just like utter dominance. Like, and right there, what I did was, I was like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen in this movie. And you know what I love about it is I was 100% wrong. I assumed that Marty was going to bring that gun to the creek, and he was going to shoot Josh Peck. Because he's got all this baggage. He's like, I'm tired of, you look at him. He's in the field. He's shooting. He's like,
yeah,
screw you, Mr. Whatever.
And he misses, like, which is hilarious.
Yeah. But, like, clearly this kid's a little unhinged. But, like, by the end of it, he's really not. Like, by the end of it, you see he's a very sad kid.
Yeah.
Who's had a pretty messed up run of it, you know?
He eventually starts to kind of have a good time.
Yeah, they all do. And that's what's, like, so sad about this movie.
Yeah.
It's, but, yeah, I clocked it. I was like, oh, I know how this is gonna go. I'm a genius. And then it wasn't that. It was much more, like, nuanced and and better, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
what
so
I
happy
thought
that's
was going to
not what
happen.
happened.
Yeah, what I thought was going to happen is like not great. So I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the tension earlier, and during the entire boat trip later, you are sitting there waiting for the shoe to drop. You're like, all right, what's going to happen here?
Right, and I assumed it's because they show him he has a gun.
Yeah.
And the gun does come back later, but in a much sadder way.
After Kyle yells at Marty, Marty grabs a baseball bat, and you can tell he thinks for a second he's going to smash his brother's head in. But instead, he says, "Kiss my ass, Kyle," and blasts the bottle with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
And then we get this very teenage scene of Millie planning her date with Sam, and things I can talk about on my date with Sam.
Yeah.
And like, she's planning the literal questions she wants to ask.
Yeah. What's it like being a human or whatever? Or a male?
Yeah. This is such two young teenagers having a date and not knowing what to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
do you believe in God?
Yeah.
That's a weird question.
Yeah. Honestly, adorable. Adorable. Love it.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah, and then she asks, "What's it like being a male?" And they all laugh.
Well, that's like to show her innocence. Like her and Rory and Sam have an innocence that by the end of this movie is no more. You know?
Nope. The light leaves their eyes.
Yes, it does.
George is getting ready for the party. This movie has absolutely nailed the teenage boy look because he's got the t-shirt and the long sleeve shirt.
Yep. Especially at that time. Big time.
Yeah, and he's filming himself. He's listening to rap music. This is where he films his mother exercising. He also does this weird thing where he's like, "This is my street. And this is the road I live on?" Or something like that. It's like,
Yeah, and it's just like nothing.
yeah.
So, like,
it's like-
they're just like in the middle of nowhere. Like, and also he's like, "This is the inside of my mind. Like, I have a zillion different thoughts. Like, I'm so different." And it's like, yeah, that's like corny, but it's also like, yeah, he's not just the mean fat idiot at school.
right.
He's also like his own person. And does he have his troubles? Yes, but we all have them, as we see throughout this movie. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Millie wants to know why they're picking up George, and all the older kids are like, "Sam, you didn't tell her?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't say a word to her about this?"
Yeah. And I think he didn't say it because she'd talk him out of it.
Understandably so.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
This is the kind of kid, and I'm trying to be as nice as possible about this, that you should know pushing him into the river is a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know, if you pushed a kid like me into the river, it's like, all right, he's stupid, but I'm pretty sure he can swim.
Yeah.
The minute this kid was asking about life jackets, I would have been like,
Uh-oh. You call it off. Yeah, call it. Honestly, as soon as he gets in the car and he hands him a present, call it off.
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as he did that, my heart sunk. Like, as I was watching this, I was like, oh my God.
That was, it is devastating. Like, because you know the plan, and he hands them the gift, you're like, oh God. And then he starts asking him the questions like, what'd you spend your whole allowance on that? What do you make, 40, 50 a week now? And it's like, oh, jeez.
Like, why are you being mean? Like, he brought him a present. None of you brought him a present. I know it's not really his birthday.
Yeah, well.
But
Well,
like,
and one of them plays it off great because he said, you open the rest of your presents at home.
Yeah, Rocky.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, one of those presents was fresh T-Rex piss.
Yeah, Rocky, that was the 4th year in a row you gave that to me for some
Yeah,
reason.
thanks. You know, we all know that dinosaurs are long dead, right? We all know that that's your piss. Please stop gifting us your piss, Rocky.
We had to take you to a doctor because of those dreams you kept having about Dinosaur Island. It also is very sad when George says the line, "It's a beautiful day for a boat trip with your buddies." And it's like, no!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah. And you can see immediately Sam is like, call it off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he doesn't
Like-
want to do this.
He does not.
No.
And your girl Millie is the only one talking sense.
Yes.
Like, throughout this entire movie, she's the only one talking sense.
This is absolutely hilarious. Marty's driving, and he starts drinking a beer, and George is like, hey, I kind of promised my mom I would never get in the car with somebody who's drinking and driving. And he goes, my mom gave me permission to drink and drive.
Yeah. But then he's like, well, your mom must be pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Honestly, I get the hostility at that. I would also be upset if I got into a car and the person driving was throwing back beers.
We get this whole talk about learning disabilities, and George goes on this whole thing about like, yeah, maybe I'm a superior being gifted these abilities by aliens. Brothers, I gotta tell you something. I was diagnosed with learning disabilities. Never once did a doctor or one of my parents look at me and be like, you might be a superior being. Like, well, I don't understand this weird thing where he's like, aliens. I got the abilities from aliens. Thanks, History Channel.
I think it shows his innocence as well. Like, he's so naive. He's a little boy. So he's just like, he's a little boy. And he's also, it's funny because, like, they all mention, like, Marty mentions, I don't know, he's got a learning disability or something. I forget what the context
Marty
was,
says his mom has a learning disability.
Yeah.
Because that's why she lets him drink and drive.
Yeah. And, like, George turns it to, like, oh, cool, me too. And he's so earnest. And it's like, again, guys, call this off.
Yeah, that's another thing. Oh, he's talking about his learning disabilities now? Yeah, we're not pushing him into the river. At a gas station, Rocky and Marty meet up with Kyle and Jasper, and they say they're going cow spanking, and then the other one's like, yeah, well, you're going cow spanking. We're going pussy hunting. Jasper looks way too old to be hanging out with these kids.
Yeah.
Jasper looks like he's 43 years old.
Well, Marty's brother and friend are clearly, like, losers.
Yeah, I think they're, like, in their early 20s. Yeah.
Guys. All right, cool. I'm in high school, all right? How about you relax?
Okay. If there was any time to use the R word, I think it's when someone fakes getting hit by a car.
Yeah. Now, I think it's very smart that the director has George get out of the car when this happens. That's the reason Marty is like, oh, I got to get my brother involved, because him and his dopey friend saw George.
Right, yeah.
So I think that was a good move on the director's part.
Well, they also saw them in the car because they asked, what's with the minors? Why are you hanging out with a bunch of children, you weirdos? Yeah.
I mean, at that point, like, because in a small town especially, like, you know, if your friend has a little brother, they're going to tag along occasionally, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
The kids reach their destination. Marty tells a story about getting poison oak on his genitals, and for some reason, really makes sure Millie knows about it. He's like, yeah, when a guy... It's like, dude, you're way too old to be talking to her like this.
Yeah, but
like,
she can hang. She seems like she's like laughing along with it.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's right. It's just
I'm just saying he's a weirdo.
I agree. He does a lot of weird things.
He does. He gets really weird in a little bit.
He does. But you see that George is, like, also hanging. He's, like, cracking jokes with them. He's like, oh, good thing you didn't run out of toilet paper. You had to wipe your ass with your hand, and then you'd get, you know, poison oak on your butthole. And everybody laughs. It's like, yeah, he's a funny little guy.
Yeah. For now, he's funny. Well, like, it's when he makes the jokes, but then every now and then he makes a joke that you can tell pisses somebody off.
Yeah, but they all do that. You know, like Marty was saying, oh, you're two gay dads, blah, blah, blah. Like, he did that. They all do it.
Well, hold on. No, the only one who ever makes fun of Clyde for having gay dads is Marty, and then George.
Yes.
You could tell George is clearly sucking up to Marty because he's viewing Marty as the leader of the group.
Right.
You know,
right.
you never see Rocky make fun of Clyde for that stuff.
No, Rocky's a good guy.
Yeah, Millie and Sam, which is why it's so important that Rocky is the one who pushes later.
Yeah.
But Rocky or Sam and Millie never make fun of Clyde for that either. It's always Marty and then George trying to impress Marty. It's the same thing here. After the whole bit where Millie fakes that she was bit by something and then forces Sam to call off the plan, Marty offers George a cigarette and Clyde's like, he doesn't smoke. And George uses the F slur, and then this is hilarious as he struggles to puff down the cigarette.
Yeah. Well, Millie, when she tells him to call it off, he's like, well, he's mean. And she's like, he's a stupid fat kid with problems.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, she's correct. Call it off, brother.
Exactly, yeah. There's a reason you have to call this off.
Yeah.
We also get this great thing with the cigarette of George trying to fit in because he's like, I've smoked. One time I smoked an entire pack of, what was it, American Spirit, whatever whatever the cigarette brand is.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever the brand is.
But it was menthols, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was the brand, but then he said menthols. He goes, well, if I told you they don't make menthols? And he's like, oh, well, it was a whole pack of that.
Yeah. And she was like, it's cool if you don't smoke. He's like, well, I do.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Millie says, like, it's okay if you've never smoked before, George. I haven't.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I do. It's like, okay. All right, if you need this, okay.
Sam talks to Rocky about calling off the plan. Rocky says George is just being nice now, and when George offers to help him untie the knot, Marty refuses. The plan ultimately does get called off, and all the kids get on the boat. Hey, grossest scene in the movie, when George and Millie are talking, and then you see this look in George's face, like, this will be funny. He goes, I have athlete's foot, and then shoves his foot in her face.
Yeah.
Gross.
And Quentin Tarantino's like, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's his favorite scene.
George films himself making beats. He's actually pretty good at it. Like,
yeah, guys, don't do this.
Yeah, but this is also, he starts doing this, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen Drake and Josh.
Yeah, he does a couple of Josh-isms.
On
the boat, yeah.
Especially calling people the F slur.
Yeah, classic Drake and Josh stuff.
Crazy.
But he's incorporating everybody's names in the rap, and it's fun until he gets to Clyde, and he's like, Clyde's gay. And it's like, all right, it's mean, dude.
Well, it's interesting because that's the only thing he knows what to say about Clyde.
Right, that's all he knows about him.
Sam has a girlfriend, so Sam's a pimp.
Right.
But all he's ever heard is Marty call Clyde gay and make fun of Clyde's gay dads. So that's what he gets. He gets the F slur. That's all you get, Clyde.
Yep.
And, you do understand, why Clyde would start to hate this kid. It's like, why is that all you're talking to me about?
Right.
Why is that all you have?
Clyde doesn't like him, but Clyde is also, he's also against the plan.
Yeah.
Because Clyde's also a good guy.
George tries to fit in by saying it smells like cherry blossoms, but he clearly doesn't even know what cherry blossoms are.
He's like, it's a blossom from a cherry. That's what?
Rocky and Marty, you are too old to be sharing beer and weed with kids this young. Because this is also, George swears he has smoked weed before, but he's clearly lying. He's like, yeah, a little guy, shut up on my shoulder. And that's when I was like, I'm not smoking until I'm 24, because the doctor says it can stunt your growth.
And 24 is when you stop growing. And it's like, yeah, guys, this is a little kid.
This is a little boy. Do not do this.
Do not do this.
The plan is off at this point.
Right.
Everyone but
that tension is still there. You know?
Yes. Because you're like, okay, well, the plan's definitely not going to... Something has to happen.
Right. And, Marty is still upset about the plan being off. So, he's going to do something. Yeah,
because this is where they talk to Marty about it, because he says to Rocky, there's nothing like peeing in a river.
Yeah. Okay, man.
All right. Because this is where they're eating the PBJs, and George is like, oh, Clyde, you make these yourself? He's like, yeah. He goes, gotta give me the recipe one day. He goes, it's peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
There are some genuinely very funny moments in this.
Yeah. And they're all just, this is very, because I know, when actors have to eat something, they usually, have a spit bucket.
Yeah.
because they have to do multiple takes, and you're not going to just eat a bunch of PB&Js. You're going to be pooping your pants. So like, if you're looking at all their PB&Js, everybody is nibbling, just nibbling their PB&Js, and I was like, who's? Somebody get a spit bucket. This is it's taking me out of it. Everybody's just nibbling their PB&Js. What do you just eat the crust? You freak.
Yeah, Andy has his wife cut the crust off his PB&Js for him.
You know I do. This is where Clyde is like, or George is like, hey, remember when I bonked you in the head to Clyde?
Yes.
And Clyde's like, yeah, man, I do. That was awful.
He goes, why did I do that?
Yeah, and he's
I
don't know. And then Sam's like, well, no, George says, there had to be a reason. I don't like kids don't hit other people for no reason. Right. And like that right there. It's such a throwaway line, but it's the whole movie. Right. Nobody does any of this for no reason. Exactly. Like everybody has their baggage and stuff. But like then Sam chimes in, he's like, you always do it for no reason. And that's where George turns again, and he's like, hey, I know it's your birthday, Sam, but shut your mouth. Yeah. But it's also, we've seen before, well, no, Sam. Yeah. Because when you got beaten up before, is because you were messing with his camera. You were messing with his camera, man. Okay. And like, maybe it was an overreaction, but he is a kid with problems, and you were messing with his camera. Right. Right. And even if you take away the problems, like the LDs, as he calls them. Yeah. Right? LD's nuts. Like Marty, he doesn't have a learning disability that we know of, but he's got problems, like at home. Yeah. So he's a little loose with, his verbiage. So it's like, yeah, we're all the same. We're all the same person here. On this is a mean ass creek. Damn, this is a mean ass creek. Damn. They're like floating down they're floating down and the creek's like, you're fat. Yeah. You're ugly. Oh, guys, man. Can you hear that? It's like the water's talking to us. Piece of crap. Damn it. This creek sounds like my father. Marty drops the anchor because he feels like it. Yeah, he's upset. Yeah. George convinces Sam to open the stream machine. That's the super soaker that he got him. He shoots the super soaker at Rocky. And Rocky snaps. Like, it's the only time in this movie we see this dude absolutely snap. Yeah. Yeah. And, I'd honestly, I'd be pissed too. Like, I'm just sitting chilling. It's also because it was like point blank to his face with a super soaker. It's one thing if it was like a squirt gun, and I'd be like, hey, yeah, all right, don't do that. I'm trying not to get wet. But a super soaker to the face, like point blank, I'd be pretty pissed off. And like, I could see teenage Robb getting I could see 36-year-old Robb getting pretty pissed off. Marty then suggests truth or dare. You're too old to suggest that with kids this much younger than you. Yeah, and then their dares are a little off as well. Well, like, when Sam picks dare and gets dared to French kiss Millie, I can kind of get it. Like, it is weird because of the age gap, but like, I can also understand like a big brother being like, I'm gonna get my little brother his first kiss. Yeah, again, like he knows he likes her. Yeah, and they're technically dating. Right. So like, I can but again, it's just weird because it's like, hey, 17-year-old, why are you suggesting truth or dare with like a 13-year-old? Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. But weird. I get it. I get the notion. I'm trying to, like what you said. They like each other. Let's get the ball rolling for them. But it's like, yeah. Well, most people aren't even on board with truth or dare until George is like, you're pussy number 1, pussy number 2, and then Millie's like, go for it. Yeah. We also established George is weird because he tries to film up Millie's skirt. Is that what he does? Yeah, he tries to film up Millie's skirt while her and Sam are kissing, and she like covers herself. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Because he zooms in on her skirt while they're kissing. Sam
then does something really stupid. It's like, hey, Marty, show us your dick.
Yeah.
First of all, Sam, you're like, I'm with this girl who I'm calling my girlfriend. And you're like, hey, this guy is a huge wiener. Why don't you show everyone?
Yeah. Hey, whip it out. And I like
then,
Josh has, not Josh, George has a very Joshism. He's like, show us the penis.
Bring on the penis.
Yeah, bring on the penis. It's like, wow, that is Josh from Drake and Josh right there.
100%.
Yeah.
I could so see that in a weird Drake and Josh episode.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
And then he does it, and it's like, I'd be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, but also,
he did
when
say to Millie, he said, close your eyes, because I'm not trying to go to jail.
Yeah. But again, you don't suggest, like, you suggested truth or dare, dude, with a bunch of 13-year-olds. You were hoping something like this would happen. You freaking weirdo.
Yeah. But, like, this is where he's, like, warming up to George. Like, he, like, shows the wiener, he gets sprayed, and he's laughing. Like, they're all having a good time. And he's like, okay, I'm cool with calling off the plan.
Until George just keeps going and he says something about his dad. Marty dares George to strip naked and jump in the river, and George is like, I didn't even pick there. It's like,
yeah, I pick truth.
So Marty tells George the truth.
Oh, you want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah. You can't handle the truth. Marty tells George what the actual plan was, and as Sam tries to apologize, George starts to lose it, and Millie's like, George, you're just making things worse.
Yeah, now this is a mean creek, because George is really mean. Tell you what,
he is.
That's one mean, stupid fat kid.
Yeah. He goes on a slur-filled rant.
Yes.
This is Mel Gibson on the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brothers.
And
I mean,
Millie's like, you know, like what you said, you're making it worse, and he's like, shut up, you stupid. And he says some heinous shit to her. It's like, whoa, she's on your side, dude.
Yeah, she's trying. But again, when you're George in this situation, especially when you're a young man, you don't see that as trying to help. You just see that as her telling him to shut up up and take it. Right.
And as George, like, you're vastly outnumbered on this boat. Maybe cool it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he tells Clyde he hopes his dad's die of lung cancer.
That's good. Now you could get away with saying the word. Yeah, he's going after, and he even says to Clyde, he's like, your parents make me sick. And it's like, all right, man, this is you're venturing into hate speech now, man. Like,
oh, yeah, I don't think he's venturing. He dove right into it.
His heels are dug in.
Yeah. George mocks Marty because Marty's father committed suicide, and
he gets like a chant going. He's like, his brains were all over the wall or something like that. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Well, the evil in his eye when he says, I thought it was sad at first, but now I like it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you are trying to cut into the heart, dude.
Yeah, that's what he's succeeding.
And when he was doing the all over the wall, all I thought was Marge Simpson, a part of us all. Nice. A part of us all. A part of us all. I said it 3 times for emphasis. There's a scuffle, and finally, Rocky accidentally pushes George into the river. George is struggling to swim. We watch the camera still filming. This is awesome. As, like, the camera is, like, filming, and it's getting some damage, but then he smashes his head on the camera as he's trying to swim up.
Yeah, and you see the blood.
Yeah, and ultimately, he drowns. Rocky jumps into the river. They can't save him, and they finally find George's dead body washed up on the riverbank.
Yeah, I like how they all watch in silence as he's like struggling to stay afloat, and then finally, like, Clyde's like, guys, he's not coming up.
Yeah,
and that's when Rocky jumps in the water. It's like, because he was saying some really mean stuff, they were just kind of like waiting to see what happened. Like, yeah, I don't know if I want to save this guy. He's very mean. But I also don't want to kill a guy.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, they didn't want him dead. Well, they kind of
Right.
did.
Not where I thought this was going. I thought that Marty was going to pull out the glizzy.
That would have been insane and bad.
Yeah, I agree. This is much better.
Yeah. I do like that after they get George's body, none of the kids say anything for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just silence. Sam vomits. It's real as hell.
Yeah. No, the acting here is phenomenal. Yeah, nobody's saying anything. As they're doing like CPR before they're sitting in silence, like Millie's just doing CPR and they're like, do you know what you're doing? And she's like, no, but like, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, and like Clyde runs and he just screams for help. It's like, this is all real. And then again, once they're like, okay, he's dead, they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's very, very well done.
Millie runs off into the woods. She's chased by Sam. I like when she yells, "We're going to pay for what we did."
Yeah, there is no forgiveness. Like, we can never be forgiven or something like that.
And at this part, Marty does not care, because he says something like, maybe it was his fate and everything happens for a reason. And Rocky's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, this is where everybody gets so real with each other. In a weird way, this death bonds everybody together except Marty.
Yeah.
Like, everybody but Marty is on the same page. They're like, we have to tell somebody. And Marty's like, no.
Because even Clyde is like, it was an accident. Like, we just gotta come clean. It's a prank gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tragedy, and yeah, we'll have to face some consequences, but it's better than burying the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
All Clyde does is rock back and forth, crying, saying he's sorry. And I was like, God, this movie does a great job of making you feel bad for every single person, Marty included.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, honestly, I'm very surprised that none of these actors, other than, like, Rory Culkin, have gone on to, like, serious, big-time movie stuff. Because all this acting is top-notch. Well, yeah, this is, like, 10 out of 10 stuff. And Marty's like, we gotta bury him. It's like,
yeah, well,
okay.
He wants to find the video camera so they can cover everything up and then bury the body. And Clyde is like, no. But they do it.
Well, Marty overpowers Clyde physically.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have a better idea? Because if you don't, let's just do the best idea, which is my idea. And Clyde's like, can you just get off of me? You know, like... Yeah, and they're all just kind of pressured into doing it because Marty's the biggest, he's the loudest, and they're all going through something right now. Yeah. But ultimately, they're all like, no, no, we can't just bury George.
Why do they use George's knife to cut themselves on the fingers? Is it like a blood promise?
They're doing like a blood promise.
You know that really means nothing, right?
No, if anything, you're gonna give each other hepatitis.
You're gonna get an infection.
Yeah.
Because then they're digging and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And I forget who's the one. I think it's Millie. Is like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Marty just gets up. He's like, it's bullshit anyway. And he just starts digging with his hands like yeah. How deep is the hole for this kid you've been calling fat this whole time? How big is this hole gonna be that you dug with your hands?
It's not very, because they do very little, and then they're like, "That's good enough."
Yeah, it's like as soon as I'm digging, you know how like the first part of the soil is like relatively soft, and you can get your fingers through it.
Yeah,
and then you get like maybe an inch down, and you're like, "Nope, that's solid ground."
Yeah.
As soon as my finger hit that, I'd be like, "Nope, this is not going to work."
The first worm I touched, I'd quit.
Yeah, Rob would say,
icky!
Yucky!
I touched a wormy!
And then I'd say, that's not a worm. That's my penis.
I'd say, you're hung like a stallion. Millie carves the word snap into a tree and then stabs a slug, so she's the real evil one.
Robbie, that was a snail.
The boys bury George in a shallow grave, and everyone makes their way back. The expressions on these children are incredible, as they're like dead-eyed, just rowing back.
Yeah. Everybody looks like they have just witnessed a murder.
Yep, and then buried the body.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, everybody is dead on the inside. You see everybody just kind of staring off into the distance. Even when Millie gets home, she just lays down.
Yeah.
Like,
what else? What would you do?
Crank hog.
Dude. Marty wants to make sure Jasper and his brother forget they saw George with them. This is really funny when they're driving home and he mispronounces copacetic, and she's like, Millie's like, the word is copacetic, Marty.
Yeah.
Like, even then she's still able to correct him, being like, you're such an idiot.
Yeah. I feel genuinely bad for all these kids, even though I know this didn't actually happen. It was like, as I'm watching, I'm just like,
That's because the acting is good.
Yeah, it's a good movie. This is a good movie.
Clyde is depressed. He's not eating, and his fathers can tell something is wrong. Brother, I had to do a double take. I thought that was George Wendt. I did.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so did Laura. I told Laura that. She goes, wait, that's not? I go, no.
So George went where? Where'd he go?
Very good.
Thank you.
He went up a creek.
Oh, was it mean?
It was pretty nice, actually.
Oh, that's good.
It was a crick.
Oh.
Marty tells his brother Kyle what happened, and his brother's just like, fuck!
Yeah.
And then Jasper in the back's like, hey, could you guys take me home?
Yeah. I actually don't want to be a part of this.
Rocky tells Sam that he has to trust him, and I like Sam's like, but I don't trust you. Like, we just killed a guy. Sam wants to talk to Millie, but she wants nothing to do with him. She's also says she's not going to tell on them. I'll be honest, I think she should have just ratted on all of them, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I figured, like, if any, like, Clyde would rat because his dads are like, hey, what's going on? And he, like, the scene stops. So I figured he told, but I could be wrong.
Nope. Marty goes to see Rocky and Sam at their house. Their father lets him in, but can tell something is wrong. All the other kids are there, and they tell Marty that they're going to come clean about George. Marty then tells Rocky that he's going to drive to Mexico. And that's what it is. Okay, this ending is incredibly sad. This whole ending is just heartbreaking. Sam and the other kids sneak out and tell George's mom what happened. I like that they don't even involve their parents. So let's go to them first.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I thought it's crazy to go to his mom. I thought they would just go to the police. But they go straight to, they ring her doorbell in the middle of the night, and they're like, hey, we killed your son. Our bad. That's crazy.
Again, they're kids. That's probably the first thing they thought to do.
Yeah.
Marty robs a gas station, and he's just, like, weeping as he's doing it.
Yeah, so, like, somebody give this guy some sort of award.
He was great.
It's really good. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, he's crying. He just puts the gun on the counter. He's still crying, and the guy's just like, and he's like, you know what I want. I'm very sad.
Yeah, just do it, please.
My life is over.
Sam tells the police what happened. The police recover the footage from George's camera. We get a voiceover from George and a montage as the police go out to recover the body. It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then the credits roll.
Well, they ask Sam, they're like, have you ever, like, seen your brother?
Yeah.
Did he seem in control or out of control? And then they're like, oh, we got some new evidence. They leave. And he's like, I've never seen him more out of control in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks right into the camera, the police camera, and says, it's like, oh, boy.
Yeah. Damn. And then George is like, yeah, like, I'm a unique individual, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not just what you see at school. Like you guys said, you were having fun with me. And then things turned, and now I'm dead. This is a
Good movie. A really good movie. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Thank you for listening, and thank you for suggesting this movie. We truly appreciate it.
If you'd like to suggest a movie, you could do so via email at roydsreview@gmail.com. You can make a Spotify comment, or you can fill out the link or fill out the form in the link below.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on Letterboxd at TheRoydsBand. Andy, I thought this was really, really good.
I agree. I thought this was very, very, very good.
I was thinking this is like a 4.5 star movie.
I was thinking the same thing. 4.5. What do you think? I can't really think of anything.
I think the fact that the acting was so good for kids, it's like, yeah, that's 4.5 because you get good kid acting throughout the whole movie.
There you go. Yeah.
So we're giving this an incredibly high ranking. You should go watch Mean Creek. It's an incredible movie. 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
And Dave, tell us, what's your ranking for Mean Creek? What would you give it on Letterboxd? The rating. No, seriously, thank you so much for requesting that movie. And I even wrote a song about it. I watched it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to write a song inspired by this movie.
That's crazy, dude. I also did that.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's been a while for me. But I figured, somebody was nice enough to request. Let me carve out some time and do it,
I love that.
Yeah. Robbie, should we flip a pick, as is tradition?
Call it in the air.
Heads.
All right, you big... I dropped the thing. It's heads!
Hey!
That's good podcasting, baby!
I wrote a very melancholic, just guitar and vocal song.
Ooh, very sad.
Yeah, so I think I should probably go first, because why end on a downer,
Oh, you don't know what my song is?
That's true. Is your song a melancholic?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, my song is called On the River.
Down on the river, shup, 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 shup. I pushed a fat kid. Kid. Oh, nice one-note solo. You.
Yeah, Neil Young is incredible at songwriting. I think he's an incredible acoustic guitar player. But you put an electric in that guy's hands, what's going on?
I can tolerate electric Neil Young. Don't let him play the solos.
Yeah, the songs are great.
Yeah, like Cinnamon Girl, but then he plays like a 2-note solo. It's like, I guess it sounds good, but you're following the melody that isn't much.
Well, like Southern Man, it's like, wow, that's a really cool song, and then he plays a solo for like 4 minutes, and it's crap. Like, I'm not a virtuoso, but that sounds bad. Okay?
Here's the thing. He's trying to do Joe Walsh. Like, Joe Walsh does it so much better, what he's doing.
No, he's a great guitar player.
Yeah. But, Andy, we're not here to talk about that.
You're right. My song's called On the River, and it goes like this.
On the river, you don't know who I am. On the river, got a fucked up plan. On the rivers where the truth comes out. On the rivers where we're filled with doubt. On the river, no one really knows who I am. On the river where we dig a hole in the sand. On the river we bury ourselves away. On the river we're all tired On the river I'm misunderstood. On the river quiet like I should. On the river we all said some things. On the river we don't know what it brings. On the river no one really knows who I am. On the river where we dig a hole in the sand. On the river we bury ourselves away. On the river we're all tired and afraid.
So that's my song called On the River.
That was really nice.
Thank you.
That fit the movie quite well.
Thank you. I had to shake some dust off, both guitar wise and vocal wise, because it's been a while.
You know what you should do to work on your vocals? Whenever the baby starts crying, you should just try to match the pitch he's crying in.
That's a good idea.
So when he's like, wah, you should be like, wah.
Yeah, I just, it's a very melancholic movie, so I figured I'd try and match that vibe. I was gonna go full band, but I don't know. I didn't. It was hard to find the time, to be honest.
No,
but I think it fit, But yeah, at the end of the day, they're all George. They're all misunderstood. They're all mean at times, and they're all fun at times. But they buried away their innocence at the end, and now they'll never be the same. All because you couldn't see that you're all the same. Sorry.
It's a shame that this George wasn't paired up with Lenny.
It's true. Although it kind of. Oh wait, Lenny dies.
Of Mice and Men, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your song.
Well, Andy, first off, I drew a little picture, just like you like to do.
Oh, let me see.
So, this is my picture. I call this guy, I don't know, just dude. I'm not. You're a much better artist than I am.
I like it, honestly. I like it.
So I just drew a fat guy.
Yeah, it's just a portly fella,
Yep, and I don't know. I can't draw hands or feet, so I drew circles.
I like how one of his legs is a line and the other one is two lines.
No. He's wearing pants.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Robbie.
I don't draw nude characters, you pervert.
Okay, Jesus. What's funny is my notebook that I normally draw in is upstairs because I took it up there to take pictures for the Instagram, and I left it up there.
Would you call it a handy dandy notebook?
I would call it that.
Well, that's copyright infringement.
Damn. Who's gonna get me? Blue?
Would you give your notebook a handy?
I wouldn't know how.
Would you give this guy a handy?
I mean, I get to know him first.
Don't be a prude.
Now, definitely no.
Oh, fair enough. My song is called Friends Hurt, and it's kind of about how what we were talking about earlier, and it's like in this movie, it's like, you say all these mean things when you're a young boy, because it's like that's just what everyone talks like, and everyone just makes fun of each other based on their own insecurities.
Right.
And so that's my song. It's called Friends Hurt, and it's got music in it. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. It goes like this.
That is quite.
suck. Words hurt, your friends will suffer. All your feelings stay alert. Words hurt, friends hurt. Friends hurt, young boys are perverts. Looking up the girls' skirts. Friends hurt, friends hurt. Words hurt, young boys are perverts. Looking up the girls' skirts. Words hurt, friends hurt. Words hurt, your friends will suffer. All your feelings stay alert. Words hurt, friends hurt. That's my song called Friends Hurt.
That was really good.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's about how when you're a kid and you're trying to make friends, you're like, I can't be myself. I suck. I can be like everybody else, so I can fit in.
Yeah, that's what George is doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, but then you realize he sucks because he's so mean.
Right. That's good. I liked all the hi-hat stuff you're doing.
Thanks. Yeah, I realize the chorus has a physically impossible drum part.
It's definitely tough. That would be tough.
But that's the beauty of doing it on a MIDI. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, well, they call you MIDI Mouse.
That is what they call me. That is what they call me. Ho-ho! I drew another character because you couldn't draw a character. And this is the bald guy who got turned into a scarecrow.
Bald guy who got turned into a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Did that happen in this movie?
No.
It's just this is out of your mind.
Yeah, just a thing I just made.
Oh. Okay. No, I like it. I thought I missed a crucial scene in this movie.
No. I've snapped.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah. Yes, those are my two characters who apparently I've called this first guy. I decided to call him Fatly Steven, and he's also now wearing a shirt that says I Heart MILFs.
Okay, he knows what he likes.
Yeah, so
Good for him.
yeah, I'll post my pictures too, and everyone will be so happy. Jeez,
right.
Yeah, that was my song called Friends Hurt.
I liked it. I liked your song.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's good.
I did a lot of sus chords on the piano. They're pretty sus.
They are sus.
I was playing Among Us with my keyboard. I was like, that's pretty sus. Sort of.
That's a timely reference.
I've never played Among Us
Me neither.
in my life.
Me neither.
Oh, man. Andy, what are we doing next week?
I'll tell you, Robbie, we're doing another request, and that request is Alien.
Hype.
1978.
Hype.
79? 78, 79? Find out right now.
Yeah, Andy. You said it so confidently.
1979.
I thought it was 79, and then you said 78 so confidently that I was like, I guess I'm wrong.
79.
You'll learn, if you just say things confidently, it doesn't matter how wrong you are, people will believe you.
Yeah, that's true. H.R.
Like, did
Geiger.
you know cheddar cheese comes from flamingos? That's true.
Yeah, I guess it is.
You have no proof to show otherwise.
You're right. Well,
flamingos get their pink color from eating...
Robbie. Well, have you ever seen Alien before?
No, not before I watched it for this podcast. I've seen Alien vs. Predator.
Cool. How was that?
Yeah. I don't remember. I saw a bootleg copy of it in 2004.
Wow.
Call the police. Call me Pirate Robbie. Arrgh!
Oh, no. Well, I'm excited to give that another viewing.
I'm excited to give it a chewing.
Let me tell you where you can find the music, though. You go to
that's a good
Spotify,
idea.
Apple Music, Deezer, wherever you get your music, you search The Royds. You'll find a bunch of podcast songs and some studio recordings. But if you want everything, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. You'll find every single Royd song. It's guest songs, bonus songs, every podcast song, every studio recording. And it's also all on the YouTube. Robbie, tell us a little more about that.
Well, you go to Instagram, you go to TikTok, you go to YouTube, you go to Reddit, you type in TheRoydsBand. You can send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Or if you want to request a movie, click the link below and fill out that little form. Leave a comment on Spotify. Just get in contact with us. We'd love to hear from you. Just like Dave requested this movie, Mean Creek, in a Spotify comment. Once again, thank you, Dave. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and wherever you're listening to us, give us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps me and you. The you is Andy. I haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time since I said that word, those words.
Next week is a request, though, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you to Nick for requesting Alien. Looking forward.
Wag the Dog is a request from my father. So thank you, Dad, for requesting an episode after not listening for years.
All right. Well, we'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.